We continue our position previews for Saluki football, and it's time for the tight ends and Coach Nate Griffin, who's been here every year under Coach Hill. I know that's a special bond for you, brother, and what you guys have been able to build under Coach Hill here as you just continue to come back. What's the one thing that you just try to remind yourself of not taking for granted that you get to coach here in Saluki Stadium and be around this program?
Yeah, I don't think you ever take it for granted. The profession of coaching, especially in college or, pro sports, all that type of stuff, you don't know. Each year, you're not guaranteed the next year, so you never take anything for granted. Every year changes, different players, all that type of stuff, so you enjoy it as it comes in yearly phases.
I'll say what, when you look at your group, it's an impressive group. If you just come to practice and see you guys take the field, I think all of them really look the part. Again, you got some key guys that we'll talk about in a moment, but in terms of the position, where would you say that your group is at its strongest right now?
I think you hit it on the head as far as when you are trying to build a room, they got to look the part, and I think they all do now. Meade has done a great job in the weight room with those guys. They bought into everything, working and pushing each other. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of depth with a lot of experience, a lot of guys as far as that have played for us, whether in game reps or special teams. These guys have seen a lot of snaps.
Aiden, just how you feeling, man? I know it's been a long time coming for you.
Feel great, just really excited and grateful to be back out here. Last year missed the whole season, go through a hard surgery, hard recovery, and just really taking every practice, every snap for just what it is. It's an honor to be out here and something I won't have much longer. Wrapping up my senior year this year, so just soaking it all in.
Where do you believe you're better? What's an area that, despite having some downtime, and I say downtime, but you've of course been rehabbing, you're still focusing and fresh in the mental game, but what do you believe? Man, I'm really excited to showcase this year.
I'm really excited to get just the ball in my hands again. 2 years ago when I was playing, I was having a pretty good year receiving, and obviously I missed last year. This year I'm excited to just get back out there and run some routes and hopefully create some space and hopefully get some stuff put in for me and have a good year offensively. Obviously, I bring physicality and I block. That's my forte, but I think kind of a slept part of my game could be the receiving, so I'm excited to show people what I can do.
Miles, you guys have always talked about, depth, and last year, no doubt, it was tested with guys going down to injury. Now, how do you feel heading into this fall camp, and especially when you compare it to years past for you?
Yeah, I feel great. I feel like I've got my bearings, and I've had a lot of older guys throughout the years to look up to, and they've always given me stuff to work on, and I feel like this is the season I can put it all together and put it on the field.
Look, there's so much more than just even the offensive scheme. You're a big part in special teams and so many other areas. How have you tried to embrace it all and see where you can help this team in so many ways?
Absolutely. I feel like a lot of the way I play is selfless, and any way I can help, I want to do that, whether that be punt, shield, PAT, always willing to be a part of that and help our team win in those phases.
Well, let me ask you, how do you feel, Schwindy, right now in camp?
I feel great. I feel fast. They had me playing receiver over spring ball and I lost a little bit of weight. But, yeah, I'm feeling really fast and I just feel great.
When you have a year like last year where you were ready for it, everybody of us was like, man, can't wait to see what Schwindy does. And then just an uncontrollable happens. How has the mental side of it been for you really this offseason to also strengthen your physical side too, to get back to strength?
I tried to look on the bright side of it, tried to think about how much more time I had to get ready for the next season compared to everyone else. I was getting ready week 4 last year. So it's just been a long time coming for this season to start, and that's just how I've been attacking it.
It's early in camp. There's many more practices to go, but where do you go right now? Ryan Schwindeman is much better at this. What's an area that you're proud about in terms of improvement?
I'd say my tempo and routes. When I first got here, I'd really just try and run as hard and fast as I could, but Coach Hill's really put an emphasis on, if it's zone defense or if it's this coverage, we need to find the holes in the defense and sit it down here. This is where you'll be open. So, yeah, just knowing where the play is really supposed to hit.
How much better is this team when you have a healthy Aiden Quinn and when you have a healthy Ryan Schwindeman?
Well, I think it's already been shown, 2 years ago when we had them, what they can do as a combo. They both can run, catch, and block in our physical, and they bring that whole mindset of that physical mentality. So I think we've already seen it before, making it to the second round of the playoffs. They were a big part of that. And so not just their play, but their personalities, their mentality. You know, everybody loves them as far as teammates, and this is their team. They're the older guys now.
What's the biggest thing that you're preaching with your guys right now as you continue to work through camp?
Man, just to continuously work. You know, you're always, as coach, sometimes preaching perfection. You know, they can't get there, so you're trying to push that level to standard. But I told my guys at the beginning of this camp, it's about that continuous fight, that effort. You know, it's not always going to be clean, but what we can guarantee is we're going to give everything we got in every single snap.